Hi, this is a video about making a career choice and the types of questions that will be on here. So as you know that once you click onto the book, it will open up to the page and it will have a list of instructions on what to do to get into the test for the career choice. If you're a bit anxious about this or starting the actual test, there are practice questions. So if we just go through that together ourselves, and we'll do the online practice questions, we're simply going to be able to see the types of questions that will be on the test. So here it just tells you what's it about. It's just a mini assessment to demonstrate how the Moresby online assessment works. And we just keep pressing the right arrow. So it just pretty much states section 1, what's it going to be? It's going to be about, verbal exercises or questions. So in this part there are groups of 5 words that have something in common. You have to work out what these words have in common and then choose the one word from the 5 options that fits it best. Choose the correct answer by clicking it. And then we click the right. So we've just got a bunch of questions here. So chair, table, cupboard, stool and bed. Now with these 5 words we need to figure out of house, wood, wardrobe, roof or painting that these 5 words connect to. One way of thinking it is all 5 of these could be made out of wood. They're all in a bedroom or they're in a house. I would select wood because that's what So I would select wood and press the right arrow. And this is just a practice question, so it just shows me that wardrobe was the correct answer instead of wood. So all of these are items of furniture that would be in a wardrobe. I wouldn't have guessed that myself, but there it is. Then it gives you about 2 questions where you don't really know what the answer is, but it'll tell you at the end. So if we start that, we've got a bunch of questions here, words, big, huge, large, great, massive, and there is also a timer. So I would press enormous just because they all seem large kind of words, like huge. And yep, and then it gives you, it doesn't tell you if it's right or wrong, but it gives you other things, and I'm running out of time. Let's go forest? No. Okay. It is a bit stressful with the time, but just make sure that when you begin that you're calm and that you understand what the practice question or the question is asking. So this is again practice where it's going to show you the answer. So we've got, I forgot what it said. So it's asking us, you have to work out how the words are arranged and choose the one word from the 5 options that continue the sequence. Alright, so we've got one, couple, few, many, I'm thinking lots. That would be the next one. And that's right. So this is a sequence of increasingly large quantities. Alright, so again, so once this section begins, we're just going to keep calm. Know that there is a timer. So just make sure that you think, and if you miss a question, don't worry about it. Alright, so cold, cool, tempered, warm. I'm thinking hot. It seems like it's getting warmer. Bicycle, scooter, car, van, maybe caravan or truck. Let's go truck. Okay, and that would be it for that section. So we'll know at the end if we're right or wrong. So I might just skip through some of these. So you've got a numerical one where it's going to give us a sequence of numbers, and you figure out the difference between each one to figure out what it's asking for. So here we can find that it's -6 each time. So 36 minus 6 is 30, and that is right. And we shall start this one, which is going to ask for the same thing. Different sequences, so it's +2, +2, -2, +2, +2. Oh, so it's +2, +2, -2, +2, +2, -2. So it'll be +2, so it'll be a 12. +1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and I've ran out of time. Alright, so normally, this is another numerical one where you need to find the difference. It tells us what. I want to skip through some of these. So this is a numerical one where you just find out the difference between each one. And that's good that I could skip through some. There's different sections where you've got abstract, where they're going to have 5 diagrams on the top row, have in common. So you need to find out what 5 diagrams on the top row have in common and select the figure below that fits in best with them. So we've got our 5 figures at the top, and we've got the 5 in the blue circles that we need to figure. It's a bit confusing depending, but I would assume it would be this one just because they're all linked shapes, and they're all the same shape. Like these two are both linked, but this one has 2 different shapes, where this one are both the same shape. And that is correct. So we shall do it again. These are pretty fun activities that you can do. I would have pressed half just because they're each half. And that will be the end of that section. Some are again with the abstract. So again with the diagram that first. So we've got 2 shapes that are the same, but I can notice that it's square, circle, square, circle, square, circle, square. So we would have a circle, but we need to make sure that it's a triangle because they're going at the same shape twice. Yep. I find this actually interesting. So it'll be a big circle, little circle, little circle, big circle. So they've got that, and then they've got a pattern as well of dark circle, dark, light, dark, light, dark, light, and it'll have to be a small one. Here you've got 1, 2 circles, 3, 4. This seems like a 5, or like it's just going again. So I think the next one would be all black circles. Oh, and it ran out. Then you've got some spectacles, where you would have 3 shapes are the same, but one has been flipped, so you can see it's it on the other side. You have to identify which shape has been flipped. Okay, so these 2 have the circle on the left side, where this seems on the right. So I think B has been flipped. Yes, and it has. And then you would do that yourself. A wait, or B. Oh my gosh. Oh no, C. Again, so I'm looking here, the point and the circle where this one's flipped. Okay. they're all different things, so I might skip through this, and you've got like mechanical, and it'll give you a question. Oh, it will have like a mechanical side of it. How would the gears move? It would have another question about a seesaw. Balance on the seesaw is the heaviest. Which side would be the heaviest? They would have, and then that would probably be it. Maybe because yours actually goes for 110 minutes. So it might be a bit longer than this one, but it's more, skill or the students thinking sort of questions, not personal questions. I've skipped a few, but it says I unanswered 6. I got 0 incorrect, which is amazing, and I got 10 correct. So out of 16, I got 10 correct, and I missed 6. So another thing is your results, or when Ben does it, it would be different. He'll be able to see, I think, like the different career options that he could get with his results. It would say what his results were. So what did he have more? Like some things could have been like caring, if he had that aspect to it. Maybe a mechanical side to it. Yeah. They'll have a whole list. I don't really know all about it, but if you do wish to have more information about the Mosby assessments, you can contact Liesl, which her details are in the email. Okay. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any further questions. Bye.